She had jaundice,
numerous infections,
multiple blood transfusions,
retinopathy of prematurity,
a feeding tube, which he pulled out.
Blood was shooting out a valve on the heart.
It was a really stressful and difficult time.
Every day you're just wondering, is he going to make it?
We were told that Quinn only had a 50% chance of living, basically a flip of a coin. From that 50%, we were then told if he lived, he would only have a 10% chance of having a normal life.
Joe was born at 25 weeks, weighing 1 pound, 15 ounces. When I heard this, I was terrified. Being in the anesthesia field, I know how early that is. It's just way too early.
He stayed in the NICU for 134 days. He also was on oxygen for almost a year.
She was in the NICU for 88 days. I wasn't able to hold her until she was 6 days of life.
I really didn't understand anything that was going on. All the terms, the medical terms, were too grand for me.
He had trouble eating and breathing at the same time. They had to feed him in a tube through his nose.
My very first pregnancy, I went into unexplained preterm labor at 23 weeks, and Brody lived for an hour. With Carter, we were told that it was a possibility that it could happen again. I was scared from the day I conceived.
I remember just being in recovery. You're kind of in this big room with a bunch of other moms who had just had C-sections. I could hear everybody else's babies crying, and mine were fighting for their lives in a different room, and I couldn't see them.
When we lost our first son, the March of Dimes community provided us with a lot of comfort and support.
Our involvement with this community allowed us to be prepared when Carter was born prematurely.
The March of Dimes visited us and offered us support while Audrey was in the NICU.
March of Dimes was there when our family was in need, and we'll always be there to contribute for them and help their fight for preemies.
March of Dimes has funded much of the research that helped to keep my daughter alive.
Because of the March of Dimes, we got to bring my brother home.
The March of Dimes funded important surfactant therapy that helped my baby's tiny little lungs to breathe.
They developed the surfactant therapy that allowed Joe's lungs to open.
Surfactant therapy funded by research from the March of Dimes helped Quinn breathe. And you ain't seen nothing like the mighty Quinn.
I'm the mighty Quinn and now 8 years old.
This is Alex and this is Levi, and they're 2 years old.
My name is Joe and I am 6.
This is Samantha. She is 1 year old.
My name is Stuart and I'm 11 years old.
My name is Carter and I'm 5 years old.
This is Audrey and she's 2 years old.
This is my brother Nate and he is 5 years old.